Now, is Welcome Supermart in Quezon City your go-to grocery? Or have you at least shopped there once in your life? Well, surely you also got sentimental after the iconic Supermart closed down effective yesterday, December 31st. Netizens posted about their shopping memories at the said supermarket after it announced that it is closing its doors permanently after shopping hours yesterday. Welcome Supermart was known as among the pioneers of one-stop shopping in the country. Built around the same time when Welcome Rotonda was being constructed almost 77 years ago, it was initially called the Rotonda Grocery and Cold Store, which also served cold drinks at a time when people still did not have refrigerators in their homes.
Now joining us tonight is Steven Cua. He owns Welcome Supermart and is also the president of the Philippine Amalgamated Supermarkets Association. Welcome to the big story.
Hello, good evening, ladies.
Steven, we've always had you here as an analyst when we have, economic stories. But this time, it is your own business, the Welcome Supermart. It has been around for 7 decades. What is the main reason for it closing down? Is it also inflation?
Well, yes, that's one of the reasons. Stiff competition, rising cost of operation, lease contract. We had problems with our lease contract, and we felt unfair tax assessment. Yeah.
You mean to say it was difficult for you to raise prices with the market around Welcome Rotonda? How did inflation exactly affect your supermarket?
Well, with inflation, people became picky and selective when they go shopping. And with the competition, the new format, the retail format, you can notice probably this new format growing around the whole of NCR. I guess slowly the pie became smaller for each supermarket.
Tell us, Steve, the thought process and the decision-making process until, you finally decided to close down Welcome Supermart. A lot of my aunties are not feeling good about this. I was a kid, I would go there before Christmas because according to my one aunt, you have the best prices in the whole of Metro Manila. And up until last Christmas, I'm pretty sure she still went there to compare. She always goes there to compare versus, all the other supermarkets out there. So tell us, through time, at least a shortcut version, what happened?
Well, yeah, nakakataba ng puso during the last few days since we held the sale. There were so many people who came over. We felt so thankful also that we were able to service the community. A lot of people came from far and wide, and some came for the first time when they found out that a store was closing. They knew that something was going to go amiss already, and in the next few days. So they said that they wanted to see what was still around, and has been around for the last 7 decades. It took a while then for us to decide. Di naman immediate yun, no? Pero very slowly, market was eaten up by competition also, no? And again, cost of operations. We're talking about salaries have gotten increased, no? Power, the cost of power, right? And like I said, lease contract, no? The rising rent, yeah.
Well, Steven, I'm sure this is very heartbreaking for your customers, your patrons. As we mentioned earlier, 7 decades or nearly even 8 decades of a Welcome Supermart. But I can only imagine, of course, the heartbreak also of your employees. How many workers will be affected by the closure, and what are your plans for them moving forward?
Well, we now have around close to 30 plus employees, no? I think with the security guards, no? And of course, including the company dicers being assigned into the store, we're talking 50 plus, 60 plus people, okay? Looking forward, I could probably pass on the people I have to members of Pagasa, our association. So these are well-trained people and people probably needed by the other establishments now looking for able hands to help them in running their stores.
You're not closing down the Baclaran branch, is that correct? What's the difference between the two?
Yes, that's correct. We still have that one. We finally call it Welcome Back, as in Baclaran, no? Yeah, welcome back instead of welcome back. Sorry, no. So, well, welcome back. And that one is, inside a mall and maraming tao sa Baclaran, no, it's always been maraming tao. So, again, prices are very cheap there, but again, not everybody is fond of going to places like Divisoria or Baclaran, no, where, may mas sakit at mahirap ang parking, yeah.
I guess for you are also president of a supermarkets group. What would your advice be for those who are in this business, comparing the two? Ano na yung kailangan gawin ngayon o saan sila dapat pumosisyon? Also, we do have the online shopping, the online stores that are very, very strong that could ship right to your door. Anong advice mo? How can you approach the market as it has evolved?
Mahirap, no, these days. Because you have to position. Remember, they used to say that a retail outlet, the top three considerations are location, location, and location. So with a lot of locations taken by all these national chains, no, of supermarkets and all these new discount stores that you see around, no, they have deep pockets, no, so they keep opening left and right. You have to be very careful in terms of how big a store you need to open up in an area, and is it the rent or is it are you buying the property? No, so you have to think you have to be long, future oriented in terms of how long will I want to do this business in this area? No, because remember, retailing is a volume industry. If you don't have the volume, so you're talking about vehicular volume as well as human traffic. No. You have to be in those areas wherein people want to continue patronize your store.
Who is your main competition? I mean, the one that really affected the sales.
Okay, but we're talking about the three national chains. We've been surrounded by the three national chains. In fact, one of the biggest outlet of one of these three big national chains is just a few blocks down the road. No, so they have taken part of our market. Yeah, quite a chunk.
Hindi yung convenience stores po.
May
Supermarket talaga.
Dati kasi walang malalaking chains eh. Like a lot of the groceries were parang family-owned businesses. They had 1, 2, 3 branches, diba? I know Welcome is one of those. And then, yun nga yung mga, I guess I'm gonna drop it, na mga Unimart, diba? South Supermarket, a few. And then now it's like in every single mall. Then we have, of course, yung mga Pure Gold that's everywhere. So it's really a shifting
and then probably they can bring down their prices even
because of
lower
volume.
because of volume.
The size of a Welcome Supermart before was enough, no, for the community and for the volume of industry, for the volume of sales. No, but now you need like you mentioned also Unimart. Now these are big stores. Now even the one store operations like Santa Lucia. No, these are malalaki. No, so you need a size of that magnitude. No, to be able to generate the volume to support your cost of operation.
Okay, Steve, very quick question. Will you continue representing the Philippines Amalgamated Supermarkets Association? Because we have gotten so used to contacting you for all these issues related to, yung mga pagkain, ganyan, pagtaas ng presyo ng flour, ng bread, ng rice. Will you continue representing the Supermarkets Association?
Okay, just a clarification. I'm not the president anymore. I'm the executive director. Early last year, I stepped down because I've had 12 terms, ladies, 12 terms of 2 years, 2 years per term, no? And these are my elections talaga, no? So, and before that, I was vice president for 11 years. So that's why you said you were so used to it. So, but you were probably in grade school at the time, no? So I said, I'll stick around as the executive director. No? Don't worry, guys. No? Kumbaga, I still serve the industry and the economy, hopefully. Yeah.
How do you see Welcome evolving in the coming years? We do know that digital is there. Do you see yourself heading that direction?
We did try digital during the pandemic. No? At least a lot of our members did, no? Because that was the only way to get our delivery across to our customers now. But again, you need size, and the national chains and those players who are those who are not in the supermarket business, but delivered online, they did eat up also. They were very competitive, and they made it difficult for stores like us to engage also in online operations.